specifically in Pakistan, they were looking at mental health.
Okay.
Now, for me, it's a very personal subject.
I think the only thing that can defeat hate is love. It's not with a hammer, it's not with fists.
And most importantly, the wife became a dame.
Anyone that has a brown skin or a black skin is feeling very besieged at the moment.
Well, you've got to see it to be it. First of all, no one ever wants to feel like they're a second-rate, excluded citizen.
I want to stay in pop, but I want to make my kind of pop. Yeah. As in, still popular, but with an edge. Fight that sentiment that's coming from some places that diversity is ruining people, it's not fair, and there's just a big movement against it now.
Just love. I think the only thing that can defeat hate is love. It's not with a hammer, it's not with fists. It's with building communities, with trust, and to educate people about how we may look different, but we are within us all the same. And that takes education, and it takes, like I said, it takes love, a lot of love.
And do you see the differences between the US and the UK and maybe a different response?
I think the whole world currently is getting very fractionized, right? So we're looking at the world as fractions and not as a whole. And I think everywhere in the world, whether it's the UK, whether it's the US, whether it's anywhere, even back home, in India. So I think now more than ever, we need inclusion and we need love.
What is home? That was in...
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Delhi, London.
I'm thinking, is that US? Is that India? Where?
I have to say New Delhi only because my parents are there.
Okay.
And my heart has always been in Delhi. I'm a Delhi boy.
Right.
When I land and they say, welcome to New Delhi, I get very emotional. So that's in New Delhi.
Being an art site, what's the artistic highlight for you this year?
I think for me, definitely Christmas Karma coming out with Gurinder Chadha, having an opportunity to play such an iconic character, to tell the story about the marginalized Indians who were asked to leave Uganda, and the story that followed, stories that I didn't even know until I really did research on the movie myself. So to represent that entire community of people was a real dream come true, and of course to work with a great Gurinder Chadha.
And how do you deal with she's got a lot of criticisms from some quarters, maybe commercially it didn't do as well as expected. How do you deal with that?
You sign up for this thing that we do called art. And I always say one earth and 7 billion perceptions of it. So we tried our best, and I'm very, very proud of our work. And you leave the rest up to grace.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know. And a lot of people in our community really loved the film. Unfortunately, the early reviews were not what we expected. But I also understand this is Gurinder's work. She likes to push the needle, and I expect people to not always understand.
And what's been the artistic highlight of the year for you?
Actually, this last year has been kind of extraordinary. So I've done Series 7 of Unforgotten.
Oh, yeah.
There's the Split Up, which is coming on the BBC, and a Keanu Reeves film that'll be next year.
Okay,
Yeah.
lovely.
And most importantly, the wife became a dame.
And what does it mean to come to this as Dame Meera?
It's rather weird. I mean, it's made no difference, of course. I was still on the tube this morning. It's not like your life changes. But I was there to represent all of us, particularly my parents.
Yeah.
Although, sadly, they weren't here to see it.
Yeah.
But I took a picture of them with me. They were with me.
And why do you think it's important to come together as a British Asian community? We've seen a lot of division and strife around, and even the term British Asian. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. Well, it's all we have at the moment. I don't mind brown personally, but people seem to sometimes want to get very specific, like, no, I'm not Asian, I'm Punjabi and I come from here. Everyone's got their own version. But I think what does unite us at the moment is that anyone that has a brown skin or a black skin is feeling very besieged at the moment. And so let's not quibble about things like that when there are much bigger things to think about. How do we protect ourselves as a community? How do we look after our Sikh community, particularly at the moment? So it's quite good that we're gathering tonight, because I think we all need to look after each other a bit.
And you think it's important to come together and share and be a collective force?
Absolutely. That's the only way that we're going to survive is as a collective force. That is it. We have to stand strong as a community.
And work-wise, you're going to be releasing your memoir very shortly.
I am very excited about that. It's called Vigilante because that's what I am. I used to be frightened of the aunties and then I became
Now
one.
you became
And it's shot all through with, the amazing group of women that brought me up. We're all surrounded by the aunties and, they're a force of nature. I often get asked, how did you get into it? How did you survive it when there was really so little work for brown people? So it's all in the book, as well as a lot of personal stuff. I really hope people find it inspiring and funny.
What surprised you when you finished it? What hit you that you hadn't been expecting?
I think sometimes you don't realise how far we've come as a community until you look backwards and you take the long view. And when you're in the middle of it, you seem to think, progress is so slow. But actually, when I think about what it was like when I was a kid, the Rivers of Blood speech in 1968, no presence on television, no presence on film. Our music was underground. We were a subculture. And that is encouraging because you go, okay, we have done so much in 2 generations.
And what's been your artistic highlight of the year?
I would say Bait on Amazon Prime.
Right.
I thought was a breakthrough.
Okay.
I would say that Tanika Gupta's play at the Orange Tree, Queenie, was brilliant.
Are you very conscious of the way you were one of the first young Asian women to break through into the media?
I mean,
how
what's
does it feel
interesting
now?
is at the time, there were headlines like first Asian Blue Peter presenter, British Bangladeshi, first Muslim. Yeah. And I was sort of a bit like, but I'm like everyone else because I was young and naive and stupid. And then as I became comfortable in my own skin and felt, they like me for me, maybe, whatever, then I realised it's such a privilege and such an honour.
What are you up to right now?
So I've got a book coming out which is being illustrated and that's coming out next year. And then I'm in development for something which is a TV project because my kids have just gone into secondary school. So I'm not bound by drop-off and pick-up anymore. Woo, woo. So I can do projects that are longer than just like an event or whatever, so that's exciting.
Indeed. And what has been the artistic highlight of the year for you?
This is going to sound like sort of a nepotism maybe, but my husband has written a new series. He's over there.
I think we need him over here.
For Netflix. It's not a Black Mirror and it's very funny, and the highlight was just seeing it all edited and come together. It's going to be out next year.
Can we talk to him about it?
Charlie! I'm not allowed to say the title.
No.
Okay.
A new show I'm doing that isn't out. That is out. At some point. It won't be out for a little while.
Can't say much.
I'm not really allowed to say.
No.
Yeah. Not even allowed to say
We'll look
what
out
it
for
is.
it.
Yeah.
So, do you have a very active Instagram page?
Very
Will you
good.
be-
I don't have an Instagram page.
You don't have an Instagram
I mean,
page?
look at me. I don't photograph well.
Right.
So I don't. Why would I want
I'm
that?
going to ask you another very shocking question. How does it feel to be the token white man here?
It's all right.
You're used to it, I suppose. I don't know.
Are you representing?
I guess. Am I the token white man in our house?
Yeah, I'm the token brown person because our kids have turned out quite white.
Oh, I see.
Like literally, we used to live in Clapham, and I'd be wheeling them about, and there used to be lots of other ethnic minorities wheeling around children in the park that were nannying, and I'd think, oh good, because mine are so well behaved, I'll just pretend that I'm the nanny. I mean, so badly behaved, I'll pretend that I'm the nanny.
You think you'll return to the South Asian, the very successful BAFTA-winning episode?
He has always been diverse in his casting before it was the thing. So even from the first season, like lead characters were ethnic minorities.
I was really lucky in the first drama I did. It was dead set. We had Riz Ahmed was one of the leads in that, and that was like really. So we were really lucky because it was early on in his career.
Dead Set?
2008.
And why do you think that's important to have brown faces in kind of mainstream drama, popular drama?
Well, you've got to see it to be it. First of all, no one ever wants to feel like they're a second-rate, excluded citizen. So that's really important. But also because, any different background brings something new to the table. And life would just be so bland with just carbon copy, bland, identikit people. And
Well,
culture brings...
You want all characters to be distinct.
Yes.
And so the more distinct
Yes.
they are, it makes for a richer piece of work. And ultimately, yeah.
What are you up to music-wise now?
Music-wise, I'm just about to finish my new album, so I'm about 2 songs away, and then hopefully that be out this year.
And it will be different, or you think people will recognise the naughty boy that they know and
I think it'll be unapologetically pop. As in, I'm not afraid to make pop music because pop is pop music. It's popular.
Right.
And I want to be the popular kid. No, as in a popular boy.
Yeah. Well, you've been around a good while. You've established yourself, but you want to stay in pop.
Yes, I want to stay in pop. But I want to make my kind of pop.
Yeah.
As in, still popular, but with an edge.
What is it about the British Asian Trust that got you involved?
Well, honestly, just the fact that there was an organization that was funding all these campaigns, which were doing very, different things, many different things. But specifically in Pakistan, they were looking at mental health.
Okay.
Now, for me, it's a very personal subject.
Okay.
I've dealt with it. Someone very close in my family has dealt with it. So by virtue of that, we've all experienced it growing up till date. So when this came to me, I was like, okay, I want to work for mental health. I want to spread this kind of awareness.
And why do you think it's necessary? There still seems to be a stigma around mental health in South Asia generally.
I travel all around the world and I find the stigma to be there everywhere. Unfortunately, obviously, it is more in South Asia. There's a huge stigma attached to it, which is where we come in and we talk about it. We talk about our own journeys and we remove the shame from it.
Absolutely, yes.
So, yeah.
How do you respond to the term British Asian? What's your reading of that?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I think for British Asian, for me, it'll be such a silly answer, but for me, it's so many of my cousins. And also the best of both worlds, isn't it?
Yes.
I think,
so.
yeah, of course. Isn't it for you?
Indeed.
Don't you think so?
Yeah,
you have culture coming from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, wherever you may be from in South Asia. And then you have, England, and you have education, which you can get over here. So it's the best of 2 worlds, I'd say.
And what are you doing work-wise? Are you here for work? Are you acting?
I'm here for this. And then I'm leaving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you may have on something.
No. I should be working on something.
All right.
Right.
When you go back to Pakistan, will you be...
I am. When I go back to Pakistan, I'm going to be completing the project that I started at the beginning of this year.
And what's it called? Can people...
Yeah, it's called Matti De Bave.
Okay.
Do you understand Punjabi?
I don't understand Punjabi, no.
Do you understand Urdu?
Huh?
Do you understand Urdu?
I don't understand Urdu.
Abito, what British Asian are you?
I know. Yes, indeed.
Eh?
Many people ask that, but we'll avoid that question right now. I'm asking the question.
Sorry.
He speaks very good Malayalam.
That's a joke.
He speaks very good. Oh, you speak
Yeah,
Malayalam?
I'm South Indian, yeah.
Oh.
Kerala, Malayalam.
But
yeah.
you are from the best. I want to be in a Malayalam film.
Okay.
Please do not record this. It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
It is. They are the best films that are being made in South Asia, as far as I'm concerned.
Wonderful of you to
The
say that.
content. Oh my God, everything about it.
And what has been your artistic highlight of the year? It can be yours, something you've done, or something else that has hit a chord with you personally.
Of artistic highlight of my
Yeah,
year?
so far this year.
Well, a film of mine got released this year, and it did really well. But I think more than it doing the box office numbers, I played a girl that was completely unlike me. I was playing a house help, and I had to have a certain accent and look a certain way and play it a certain way.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I could pull it off,
And you did.
but I did.
Okay, excellent.
So I'm
Congratulations.
very happy about that.
You've been told up to wind up now, but enjoy the dinner. How was the
you,
king,
and-
by the way? So we're meeting the king. How was that?
Oh, he was so nice. He was really, really, really nice, actually. Oh, he's like,
Shut down. It's okay.
shut you down.
Thank you. Good
Such
luck.
a pleasure.